because it bridges the two shores of communist-controlled Potsdam and capitalist-controlled West Berlin. The Glienicker Bridge is actually perceived as a bridge of unity. However, because both sides were heavily militarized and each spy exchange was choreographed down to every single step, the United States and the Soviet Union still share massive amounts of distrust. Therefore, the bridge actually represents something else. And this something else is division, separation, and disunity. Now let me take you to a very historical moment in history. A German broadcast taken place in 1962.
In West Germany, this is Sean McGuire reporting from Berlin tonight for the German News Network. Tonight we have a special treat. We're going live with reporter Do Win, who is at the Glienicker Bridge, where the GDR is returning hero Francis Gary Powers in exchange for Russian spy scum Rudolf Ivanovich.
We now go live to the Bridge of Unity, aka the Glienicker Bridge, where we are watching our comrade, Rudolf Ivanovich Abel, being freed from the fascist West Germans.
Hello guys, this is Stowe here live at the site. So as you guys know, after World War II, there began enormous amounts of tension between the Soviet Union and the United States. Two world superpowers that dominated the globe, and one of the very few places that started this tension is Germany itself. And we're here at the Glienicker Bridge, where Soviet Union was controlling Potsdam and the United States was controlling the other side of West Berlin, and this is one of the few sites that actually connected the two. And more importantly, there were spy exchanges in this site. 4 different successful spy exchanges. Take a look for yourself.
There you have it, folks, a successful spy exchange. For me and all the crew here, I'm Sean McGuire for German News Network.
There is much rejoicing for this shows unity between our countries.
Even today, after the fall of the Berlin Wall, and the obliteration of communism, and the death of Soviet Union, this disunity continues and continues to grow. There is a group of people in Germany today who is completely isolated from society. They think of Germany as a land of hope, a land of freedom, and a land of opportunity, until they actually arrive. These people are African refugees, and because of the German asylum rules, they are trapped in a place where there's no hope, no freedom, no opportunity. Let's take a look at their story.
This is a life of a person who lives in Cameroon, suffering from the agony of their own government and people, living in a state of fear that eats up their motivation, fearful of their own government, fearful for the lack of resources, fearful of death. He tries so hard to flee towards a land of freedom, only to be concealed and trapped again by oppressive asylum laws. These laws violated their rights in every single aspect of those words, restricting them from education and work. All that is expected from them is to sleep and to eat. A life that has no purpose, no opportunities, no freedom.
In Germany, they have one central place where they receive refugees. So I went to Eisenhüttenstadt, which is a central Aufnahme für Leidenschaft. And you go there, it has barbed wire everywhere you come, and then you go through, you fill out a form, and then the security, they give you bed sheets and things to go and sleep. Then the next day you are called to the office, and then you are fingerprinted, your hands, your face, you remove your leg, everywhere is photographed. These transitional homes for us who are found in this Neues Bundesländer, which are the former East Germany that has become Germany, most of the time the former Russian military barracks, the houses which have been abandoned.
Okay.
So they are very far away in the forest, very isolated, and you are sent there. It's called, as I said, Übergangswohnheim in Germany. It's a transitional home, but that's where you wait for 10 years, 11 years, 14 years. And in this law, all your fundamental basic rights are suspended. You're not allowed to go to school. You are not allowed to work. You are not allowed to, you have to live within the circumference of 30 kilometers. It's called Landkreis, the area. There's a law only Germany has, I think, in the whole world. It's called Residenzpflicht, which means that when you are sent to an Übergangswohnheim, you have your Anmeldung is taken to be in that place. That is the only place you can live. And you are not allowed to go out of the Landkreis. For example, refugees who are in Potsdam are not allowed to go to Berlin, even though they are 1 kilometer from Berlin. If you go to Berlin, it's illegal. You have a charge of up to 1,000 euros, and that is a reason for deportation.
You know, we are in Africa. All of us come in Africa. We know the economic system in Africa is so bad and not very comfortable. So, and if your economy is not well good for you to survive, you have a right to move. That is the point the Germans don't want to accept. Probably other countries are accepting it. Economic factors can make people to move from one area to the other. Like, we have been moving, most of my brothers moved to America because of economic reasons, and they were accepted, and they are there. So why can Germany too not change their asylum laws to accept economic, the push factor, the economic push factor as one of the main reasons for people to come and settle here? So they consider only politics, not everybody is a politician. So it makes people now to frame up stories. You frame up stories that, okay, I have been chased by my president, I've been in this political party, or I've been in this other, which doesn't compromise. And those is that the Germans know, because they send representatives to find out whether this young person is being persecuted back home. So they tell you, no, it's not, because it's not even known in the society. So we are telling the Germans, I mean, if they want to completely close down the asylum, let them empower our people back home economically, so that people should stay within their...
While it is true that Europe has made great progress towards the future, such as the European Union, or the universal currency, Europe still remains a divided continent. Crises, such as the financial crisis that is currently being experienced by Spain and Greece, particularly damaging towards their people. And asylum laws that completely isolate certain ethnic groups of people from society. Will Europe